Flatworms. Trematodes, also called parasitic flatworms or flukes, are diverse, yet most share the following characteristics. Their eggs leave infected humans in urine and feces. They are spread when the feces contaminate shared fresh water. Part of their life cycle takes place in freshwater snails or farm animals, and then they pass on to humans. The danger from flukes ranges from an annoyance to severe problems. Less dangerous flukes are stopped by the innate immune system. They remain on the skin and cause only itchy allergic responses. Schistosomiasis, also known as bilharzia, is a more serious disease that can be caused by Schistosoma mansoni, blood fluke, and Schistosoma hematobium. Schistosoma mansoni is the species that causes schistosomiasis. This photo shows an adult male worm that's shorter and thicker than the female. So that's this thing right here. There's one side of it, there's the other piece. And the adult female worm is this right here. That's how they appear in human blood vessels. They are found in Africa, the Middle East, the Caribbean, Brazil, Venezuela, and Suriname. Early symptoms include abdominal pain, diarrhea, skin rash, fever, and blood in the urine. When flukes infect humans, they stay in the bloodstream. Their eggs cause strong cellular immune responses and inflammation, which can block blood vessels. Long-term immune responses may also cause liver damage, kidney failure, and infertility. Adult worms feed on red blood cells, which may cause anemia. In children, untreated infections may cause slower growth and development. Schistosoma mansoni requires two animal hosts, freshwater snails and humans, to complete its life cycle. Schistosomiasis infection begins when a microscopic tadpole-like life stage of the fluke attaches to a hair follicle of a human standing or sitting in the water. It enters the hair follicle, then finds a vein, and is carried to the liver where it develops into an adult form. Adults often lodge in blood vessels of the liver and gut where they mate and produce eggs. Eggs are then eliminated in feces or urine. If human waste enters freshwater, eggs are taken up by freshwater snails where the worms continue to develop. Here's the life cycle of the Schistosoma mansoni. Let's start with the human host here. The adults live inside the human in the gut. They lay eggs, which come out in feces or urine. That then infects the snails, where they grow to a tadpole-shaped-like creature over here, and they leave the snails, and then they come in through human hairs back into the human. Praziquantel and niclosamide kill live parasitic flukes and are widely available drugs. The only effective treatment for advanced systems, fibrous blockage in blood vessels, is surgery. Several efforts to produce a vaccine have been underway for at least 20 years. Hasn't worked yet, but they're still working on it. And here is a short, interesting article about early vaccine trials in human volunteers. Prevention techniques. Do not allow farm animal waste or human waste to seep into freshwater. If human or farm animal waste can be washed into a source of freshwater, it is best not to wade in it or sit in it. Keeping freshwater sources clean breaks the cycle of infection. Widespread treatment with medication could also break the cycle of infection. Tapeworms are flat, segmented worms. Parasitic tapeworms that cause disease are Taenia saginata, that's beef tapeworm, Taenia solium, pork tapeworm, and Diphyllobothrium latum, fish tapeworm. T. solium causes the most disease worldwide. The adults of this parasite live and reproduce in human intestines. Their intermediate hosts are pigs. Human tapeworm infections are commonly caused by eating undercooked pork, beef, or fish. An immature stage of the worm lives in the muscle of animals, which may be eaten by people. After humans eat the immature form, it attaches to the lining of the small intestine and develops into a large adult, which can be up to 10 meters in length. Can you imagine 10 meters of a tapeworm inside a human body? Tapeworms are segmented. Pieces of them can break off and spread into other animals that ingest them. Feces of infected humans may contain segments of worms as well as eggs. Humans enable the life cycle when their feces are ingested by an intermediate host, such as a farm animal or a fish living in contaminated water. And here's a site for some more information on tapeworms. Different types of tapeworms cause different symptoms and complications. Sometimes people will not know that they have a tapeworm until they see it in their feces. Infections may be asymptomatic. During early infection, the only symptom may be mild diarrhea. Long-term infection can lead to poor nutrition. Some tapeworms cause vitamin deficiency. It is rare, but occasionally tapeworms can leave the intestines and invade other tissues where they may cause a variety of complications. And here's a source for some more information on the complications. Drugs such as niclosamide can be used to treat worm infections. Preventing tapeworm infection is possible. Cooking meats to at least 58 degrees Celsius kills the parasite. Waste management prevents infected feces from continuing the cycle of infection.